There are many reasons why isolating from other people is bad. We need social interaction, we really do. But we need it because it enriches our lives. But we also need it because it helps us stay balanced. It's good to have other perspectives. It's good to hear other people's opinions. If we're sitting in our room, isolating from the world for whatever reason, maybe we feel alienated, maybe we feel self-conscious, maybe we feel people don't like us. Whatever we may feel, if it causes us to isolate, to avoid people, to stay in our room, well, what do we do? What do we do in our room? Yeah, we watch TV, we play video games, who knows what, we pet the dog, but what we really do is we sit around ruminating. We sit around going over in our head all the crap that has happened to us over the years, all the crap people have done to us, all the bad things that have happened, all the unfortunate things that have happened, all the dreams that haven't happened, all the things we wish we could have done or did do, all the things we wish we might have said. Over and over and over again, we reinforce our worldview. We reinforce our whatever level of self-esteem or lack of self-esteem we have. We reinforce it over and over. There's no ballast. There's no counterpoint. There's no one. There's no one else saying, "Oh, hey, look at this other perspective." It's just us recapitulating, reinvesting in our victimhood, reinvesting in our view. And if our view is skewed, if our view is negative, if our view is kind of paranoid, that because we keep on reinforcing our own, our worldview of people being angry and dark and mean and unloving and kind and evil, we've got an inner critic running in our head, and if that's all we listen to day and night, then guess what? We're going to be critical. We're going to be highly critical of ourselves, highly critical of everybody else, and from that criticism comes resentment and anger and bitterness and fear and impulsivity and aggression. It's not good. It's not good to isolate. It's not good to isolate in your head and ruminate and go over the same things over and over again, where you perceive yourself as being victimized, you perceive yourself, as people attacking you and being unkind and cruel, and you go over it and over it and over it. It's possible that people are and have been consistently unkind and cruel, but a lot of times people are just people. They're not perfect by any means. They're good people can act in bad ways. Loving people can act inconsiderately and unloving and not generous and stingy and selfish and greedy. Good people can act in stupid ways, in unloving ways. Okay, so it doesn't mean that they are unloving. Just because they may behave in certain unloving ways at times doesn't mean they are unloving, and you have to write them off, and you have to perceive that they're out to get you and they want to hurt you, and that everybody's out to get you and everybody wants to hurt you, and that there's no point in trying to make the world a better place. There's no point in trying to change. There's no point in living. You can work yourself up into a frenzy and then kill yourself because of the doom and gloom that you have reinforced in your own mind. Yes, the world can be a very depressing place. Yes, the world can be a very fearful place. Yes, the world can be, depressing, anxiety-provoking, fear-provoking, anger-provoking. But the point is, it can also be a place of great beauty and joy and peace. And it's our choice. It's our choice. And it's our choice how we see the world. It's our choice how we see our place in the world. And if we are biased by our own negativity, then we are putting a ceiling, a limitation on the joy, the peace, and the happiness that we can find. So you really want to not hide in your room, not hide from the world, not isolate, and not and not be the sole arbiter of reality. Because when you're in your room by yourself, you are determining your own reality and not letting other perspectives in. We need to be open-minded. We need to let other perspectives in. And when our fear makes us want to not listen to the other perspectives, we need to try to be open Let me hear the other point of view. Let me try to be open-minded. Let me try to see the other point of view. See something from how other people are experiencing it. Maybe I'm possibly wrong. Maybe I'm not seeing it clearly. Let me have an open mind and hear the other point of view with as open a mind as possible. And then after I hear that other point of view and try to evaluate it objectively, not subjectively, maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I'll discover that I agree with the other side. You're never going to agree with the other side if you stay firm, and hold firm to very rigid ideas or very rigid biases. You need to try to be flexible in your thinking and see other possibilities and think out of the box, etc. A friend of mine was telling me that he read recently Ram Dass's book from back in the 60s, Be Here Now, which nowadays we have the latest Be Here Now book is by Eckhart Tolle, is The Power of Now. It's really funny, like decades later it's the same book. Essentially it's the same thing. Ram Dass gets a little bit more into the hallucinogenic and the mystical, but he's saying the same thing. What is the message? The message is still your mind. Still your mind. Calm your mind. Our mind is very, very busy. Very, very busy, telling us 1,000,006 things. And there's so much noise. There's so much noise from everywhere, from the media, from the social media, from our friends, from our family, from the noise. We get bombarded with messages of every kind. There's so much noise, so many messages, and we need to put up some filters. We need to calm down the noise. We need to eliminate the noise, avoid the noise, and try to just bring into our lives and into our minds, healthy input. Yeah, a lot of noise out there, a lot of distractions. Calm our minds. That's the key. We want to calm our minds, because when you calm down, when you calm your mind, when you get still in your head and you don't have all this noise, all these distractions, all these crazy making thoughts, you open up the opportunity to get a thought from your higher self, to get a thought from your spirit, your guides, your angels, your higher self, your subconscious, whatever you want to label. There's a part of our mind which knows what's best for us. There's a part of our mind that is healthy and whole and full of light and love, an inner colleague, so to speak. We can tap into that message, the Holy Spirit, so to speak. We can hear that voice, we can hear that message if we turn down the volume of the noise, of the chatter, of the garbage that our ego is constantly spewing into our head and out into the world. Turn off the ego, shut down the ego that needs to be right, that thinks it knows everything. That the ego that's full of fear, that identifies with the body. We got to get rid of our identification with the ego. We are not our ego. We are not our bodies. We are one. We are each other. We are all connected. These are the thoughts that will ultimately still your mind, as opposed to we are not connected. We are separate. You're bad and I'm good. You're different. Therefore you're bad. We need to still the mind, get rid of negative thinking, get rid of the ego, which wants to see differences, which doesn't want to see unity, which wants to see divisiveness, because it's full of fear, not love. We need to fill our mind and our heart with love. Still your mind, turn off the ego, fill your mind and heart with love, and watch your world get better.